Good morning, Wednesday. YouTube, how are we doing? Hopefully everyone is had a good first 2 days. I know the work week, the snow is starting to go away, so y'all have to actually go back into the office and back to school and back to civilization. I know, I get it. I have to do it every fucking day.
Time to work through the snowstorm. I don't want to hear
it. Yeah, it's still like 3 degrees up in Pittsburgh, so we're finally getting normal, semi-normal winter weather back in Virginia. Let's talk some controversy on this Wednesday. There's 2 Hall of Fames that are controversial right now: the NFL and the MLB. I'm gonna let you guys decide on which one we go through first.
Let's do football first.
Let's do football first. Okay, so there is a
the baseball one. I think there's more to talk about.
There's a pretty phenomenal coach out there. You know, won rings. A lot of them.
It's going to be hard for him to. It's going to be hard for him to get in though, with all the scandals that were around the Patriots those years.
Very true. But here's my thing, and this is all I'm going to say about it. I'm sure the voters had their reasons to not put him on first ballot. I wouldn't have been one of those voters, but that I am not a voter, so I don't. My decision doesn't mean shit.
I would love to be a Hall of Fame voter.
I would actually vote for players, that's for sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't be turning in blank ballots.
Yeah. If we all know that this man, regardless of the scandals, is a first ballot Hall of Famer coach, one of the greatest in the NFL's history, what good is having a commissioner if he can't step in and make a decision? Because I feel like this would be something that Roger Goodell could be like, yeah, no, he's in the Hall of Fame. And maybe I'm wrong.
The commissioner doesn't have that sort of power. The commissioner works for the owners.
Well,
he doesn't run the Hall of Fame.
The Hall of Fame has president, vice president.
Yeah. He can't do that.
It's a entity from the NFL.
Right. So if it has a president, what good is the president if the president doesn't do what probably the right thing to do is?
Because he runs the day-to-day of the Hall of Fame, not the voting.
Oh, here we go. Here's the other thing. If you're the president of the Hall of Fame... Somebody hit somebody!
Oh my gosh, we've had 2 in a week? What?
In what game, Chance?
Tampa and Boston, Stadium Series. Oh, that's a piss poor fight.
We've had 2 goalie fights in a week. Wow.
You can tell they don't do it very often.
Yeah.
All right, so back on topic. If you're the president, the Hall of Fame, do you really want to step in and set the precedent that you can do whatever you want and that the voting doesn't matter?
Not necessarily, but this is who this is.
That's what you're looking at here. That's why you wouldn't see him step in.
Right. Even though that a man who is probably a first ballot isn't now because of...
Look, the other thing you've got to think about too is Bill Belichick. Who's his number one enemy when it comes to anything?
The media.
Okay, who votes for guys to get in?
Unfortunately, the media.
Okay, so it makes sense.
Right.
It does. And when they look at it, they probably don't like him very much.
Well,
they also look at it like Bobby said and look at all the scandals that have come out. That's the other big thing with him is, he's one hell of a coach. He's won a lot of games. Spygate, Deflategate, just stuff that you don't want surrounding a Hall of Famer. I know that, he will get in. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve to get in. I'm just saying this is their way of giving him some sort of punishment for the way that he has treated the media.
Right.
And if I'm the president of... Go ahead.
On the topic, do they hold this stuff against Brady when it's his turn?
That's what I'm hearing they're going to do.
Right. And if the media doesn't like
I've
somebody,
heard that is a very strong possibility that they're going to hold this stuff against Brady too.
So going back to the first
it's
thing,
their
though,
way of handing down a punishment that they didn't feel was enough. They didn't get enough before.
So the media votes is what you're telling me on two different things. Whether they like somebody or any kind of scandal.
I mean,
so what I'm hearing is
give the videos when they tell people they get in, what does the president say? Thank you for holding the game to a high standard, and a bunch of other stuff about their integrity. Right?
Yeah.
You vote on their integrity of the game. Can we all be honest and say that Tom Brady and Bill Belichick have poor integrity of the game?
They didn't have great moments of it, that's for sure.
Okay, but that wasn't an answer to the question.
No, they haven't.
Okay. Bobby, do you agree with that statement?
Yes.
Okay. So that's the other thing that they're looking at. That's the other reason that the president won't step in and just put Belichick in. He's not going to take the voice away from the voters. Again, I'm not saying that he doesn't deserve to get in, because he does. He deserves to be in. But it's their way of handing out a small little punishment to him.
Chance, this makes me nervous for Aaron Rodgers, brother.
Why? What has Rodgers done that would hold?
No, nothing. The media just doesn't like Aaron.
Yeah, but he has integrity to the game.
The only thing he did was not get a COVID shot.
Yeah, but the media still doesn't like him.
No,
and we've already set the precedent that if the media doesn't like somebody, they won't vote for him.
Yeah, but he never cheated.
Right, yeah, he's never done anything.
And his integrity to the game was high. Like, he actually loved to play football.
And to be honest with you, Brady can't hold Rodgers' jaw playing. He might have won more, but you'll still never convince me there's nobody greater at throwing a football than Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, greatest quarterback of all time. Tom Brady might have had the greatest career of all time as a football player, but Rodgers is,
I still don't think either one of them are the greatest quarterback of all time.
I said greatest thrower. I didn't say greatest quarterback of all time. He's the greatest thrower of the football.
No, greatest thrower of the football was Uncle Rika, because he could throw the pigskin a quarter mile.
I mean, this is a hot take, but I think, in my opinion, the best thrower of the football was Drew Brees.
Yeah, that might be a hot take.
I don't agree or disagree. It's like apples to oranges.
Yeah.
I think the greatest quarterback of all time is Peyton Manning.
Okay. I mean,
when you look at the quarterback position, right? Pure leader, gets everything out of his players that he can on both sides of the ball. Major respect from everybody. Great player. Severely changed the game when he was gone. And still, we see the leadership stuff and everything else. But in just his smarts and ability in the game. I mean, that's what you ask for out of the quarterback position. Yeah, he couldn't run.
But that's not the quarterback's job. That's not the quarterback's job. I mean, run when you have to, but that's not what you're there for. You have a running back to do that.
I mean, that's just my opinion. I think that he overall, in my opinion, was the greatest quarterback. Now, if you're going to go by eras, I think that's the way you have to break it down, because I hate the greatest of all time argument for most sports. There's only one sport that I feel like there's zero argument.
Hockey.
But I kind of had my mind changed a little bit, Chance. I saw a video on TikTok. Bobby, I think I sent it to you. Wayne Gretzky is the greatest. Yes. Gretzky's the greatest points producer of all time in the NHL. Overall player, Mario Lemieux.
Mario Lemieux.
Sorry, I know it's not Mario.
Potentially Sidney Crosby.
You could make an argument.
You want Chance? Do you want my reasoning behind that? Bobby gets it. Bobby, I sent you that video.
Mario missed a lot of years too, with all the shit going on with him that no one realizes.
But here's the other thing: how long did he play through that?
And it hindered him.
Yeah,
and it hindered him.
Yeah, it hindered him, but he's still. I think he's the greatest hockey player of all time. Gretzky is the greatest points producer of all time. I mean, Chance, you can tell me I'm crazy.
No, I mean, I think you make a great argument. I mean, I think when it's all said and done, I think there'll be more of an argument of Sid versus Gretzky than Lemieux versus Gretzky for the longevity that Sid's done it at.
Yeah. Well, and we don't necessarily know the longevity that Lemieux would have had. Had he not had cancer, who knows what his numbers would have looked like. And I know it's a hypothetical, and we try to stay away from hypotheticals. But the fact that guy did what he did, battling cancer, still playing through it.
Yeah, he was playing games the days he was getting chemo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, those are all legit arguments. I don't think anyone would look at you and be like, what the fuck are you talking about? No, I don't. I don't think anyone's going to look at you and say that. Let's go to the baseball one. Okay, this one is pretty loud. Andrew Jones and Carlos Beltran were announced, nominated in the.
Andrew Jones to me was a sure thing. I thought Andrew Jones was phenomenal.
Right, one of the best center fielders, I think.
See, I thought Beltran would get in, but I didn't think it would be now.
No, and here's why I'm not a fan of Beltran. Okay. Beltran, great player. Had great years. Phenomenal numbers, phenomenal career. We know. We grew up watching Beltran, right? We know what the man has done. But we have set the precedent, and I understand this all happened after he was done playing. He is not a Hall of Fame coach. He's a Hall of Fame player. But when he was becoming the manager of the New York Mets, before the season even fucking started, what happened? We were all there for it. He was linked to the same cheating scandal that the Houston Astros were involved in. So, we just talked about integrity of the game is a big proponent of people getting in.
Well, the only thing that I think won't really, no members of that Astros team, in my opinion, will be in the Hall of Fame.
No.
I don't think any of them had careers deserving to be a Hall of Famer.
You were right. And that one massive cheating scandal. But this man was involved.
Here's the big thing, too, Billy. Not only was he a part of that, he was the ringleader.
Bingo. Got fired. Well, had to resign from his job of being the new head coach of the New York Mets because he was found to be the ringleader. And now he is standing top dead center in the Hall of Fame. Anybody? Can anybody make sense of that? I get it.
I mean, the other thing, too, is, we keep saying it, and I know it's not a popular opinion. Bobby, I know you've been a big, believer that he deserves, that Barry Bonds deserves to get in, and
yes.
You guys know that I'm a big believer that he shouldn't. But
He's the greatest hitter baseball has ever seen.
I understand that, but I go back to the integrity of the game. I'm not happy that Beltran got in because he was the ringleader of that cheating scandal. We're holding the voters have been holding those guys accountable. Yeah. Well, the voters have been holding those guys accountable that were part of the steroid scandal that shocked Major League Baseball, but they won't hold a guy accountable that was literally using cameras to cheat the system.
Literally cheating results of the game.
I also won't ever believe that Major League Baseball didn't purposely reintroduce steroids when baseball's views were dropping.
They could have.
Yeah, because, I mean, you look at some of the guys and you go, really? Yeah, that's natural? Stop it. Like, come on. Stop
Honestly,
it.
Barry Bonds without steroids was just as good, if not better.
Oh, yeah. No, but you look at a guy like Jose Canseco and you go, oh, yeah, that dude's definitely not just jacked roided up. Yeah, totally. Come on now. Stop it. Let's be real.
So, Billy, let's talk about another thing with the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
You and I have a very close tie to this.
Oh, yeah?
Is there a pitcher problem when it comes to the Hall of Fame?
Right now, yeah. Like
nobody's going to reach the numbers that we've seen these Hall of Famers get.
No. I mean, the standard has been set by guys like Nolan Ryan, Hershire.
I think it's
the
still
list goes on.
Shit that Roger Clemens never got in.
Yeah.
Steroids.
He was a part of that steroid scandal as well. But, I mean, Pedro Martinez, the list goes on, Jason. We could be here all day listing the names of the greatest.
Pedro is a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying the standard was set by these guys.
I was like, yeah.
My question is this, Billy. The pitchers that are coming up for voting,
mm-hmm.
and in the last few years have been on the ballot,
yep,
have not been given a fair shake. In my opinion, Mark Burley should have been a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I don't think he gets enough respect for what he did.
Here's the thing. At the time of voting, you need to take into account the era they played in to look at their wins and innings pitched.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a lot of guys in the Hall of Fame are 300-win guys. You're not going to get that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
No,
You're
you
just
don't get
not going
longevity.
to have 300 wins.
Right.
I mean, because here, I looked it up the one day. Me and my dad were talking about it. You have a couple guys coming up that are going to be Hall of Famers.
Buster Posey's next year.
In my opinion, no matter what, Roy Halladay gets in first time he's on the ballot.
He fucking better be.
I think he should.
Buster Posey, I grant, not a pitcher, first ballot Hall of Famer.
Damn straight.
Yeah, he's coming up. So here's my question, Bobby.
On the ballot.
Here's my question. Adam Wainwright, Hall of Famer?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Not close to 300 wins.
Yeah, but look at the longevity he had.
And look at the absolute. I mean, he played on some bad teams. I mean, what are you going to do? He was still great.
But they want to look at stats a lot of time as well. So, 2027, right? Joe Mauer.
Oh, you know who should be first ballot?
Oh, nope. Buster Posey. John Lester. John Lester, a Hall of Famer?
I think he is, but not first ballot.
He's not first ballot.
Okay.
It's going to be a while, I think, but he should get good notoriety when it comes to a Hall of Fame conversation.
John Lester, 200 wins.
Yeah.
That's it?
366 ERA.
Uh-huh. Not great numbers, but, man, when he was on...
Yeah, the Red Sox World Series.
I mean, even the
Now,
Cubs.
here's the only thing for him. He did win 3 World Series titles.
Yep. And he was a big part of why they won.
The only 2 personal accolades he has, he was a 5-time All-Star and an NLCS MVP.
Yep. Yeah, didn't win any Cy Youngs. Came close a couple times, but didn't win any.
I don't know
Look
what John
at some of the other
Metzger is.
pitchers he battled for Cy Youngs.
Yeah.
I mean, that's next year. So next year you also have Jay Bruce, Brett Gardner, Kyle Seager, Ryan Zimmerman, Jordan Zimmerman.
Yeah, Ryan Zimmerman's Ryan is going to be an interesting conversation. He's not first ballot. It'll be interesting to see where he goes.
I don't think he gets in.
Yeah, I don't know if he does either. The latter part, if he could have stayed healthy more often, because he got that plantar fasciitis in his, like, I think that's like your feet, and it's pretty like fucking painful.
Your ankle, yeah, it's your bottom of your foot.
Yeah, it's
here's the
really
other
painful.
thing too. Felix Hernandez will be on his 3rd year on the ballot next year.
Gosh.
How is he not a Hall of Famer?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
I agreed he wasn't first ballot, but I figured by second he would have made it.
Second.
Okay. How many wins do you think that he has in his career?
220s.
Buck 85.
169.
Yeah, it's like he played on some pretty bad Mariners teams. Like, he was a Mariner for a long time, and they weren't really good until the latter part of his...
The one starter that has waited his turn way too long is Andy Pettitte.
Absolutely. Yeah. What is taking them so long to get him in?
256 wins, 3.85 ERA.
I mean...
over 3,300 innings, 2,400 strikeouts, and this will be his 9th year on the ballot next year.
I thought after 8 it was done.
10.
Okay, it's 10.
I mean,
20. Now, here's an interesting one. This player is technically on the Hall of Fame ballot next year because they've been out of the league long enough.
Uh-huh.
Trevor Bauer.
No.
No,
he's not getting in, but technically he's on the ballot.
Technically, yes. It has been long enough that he is going to be there. They're never going to let him in.
So here's another one. We talk about integrity of the game, right? Does Chase Utley get in?
Yeah, he's been a part of some shit.
I don't think so.
Destroyed a dude's leg.
Yeah, that too. Was the reason we changed the rule. Was that play. That play was the last straw. I tell you what, 2028, I think you have 2 first ballot Hall of Famers.
Who's on that one?
2028's class should be unanimous.
Pujols and Yachty.
Miggy?
Pujols and Yachty are headlining
They should both be in.
Yep. You also
Cabrera should be, 29?
Yeah. So the others are Cano, Price, Strasburg, Kane, Simmons, and Justin Upton. I don't think any of those are going to make it.
Cano had PED suspensions through his career. He won't get in.
Yep. David Price, I don't think will get in. Strasburg, sorry, he was electric, too hurt.
His numbers wouldn't get him to the point he needs.
No, he was just too hurt. I mean, look at the last couple years of his career. Like, he just couldn't stay healthy. Lorenzo Cain, he'll be in the Hall of Pretty Good. Simmons, one of the best defensive shortstops you will ever see. And Justin Upton. No, sorry. 2028 will be Pettitte's final year.
One. David Price?
I don't think so.
No.
I think he could get in his 8th or 9th year.
Maybe. We'll see.
What year is Lincecum on? Can you see if you find that?
I think he has already passed.
He hasn't been out of baseball that long, has he?
No.
I think
it's 5 years out. But if you don't hit a certain percentage, you don't return to the ballot.
See, to me, he should have been a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
His was longevity.
That is a big thing.
Yeah, but he was.
But for the
dominant.
years he was.
I don't disagree with you, Bobby, but the longevity was the big thing.
Yeah, one of the greatest runs by a pitcher in history. was Tim Lincecum. I mean, fuck's sake, he can. 2029 is Miguel Cabrera, Zach Greinke, and Joey Votto.
Cabrera will get in first ballot.
First ballot.
I don't know about the other.
Zach Greinke's interesting.
I'll be honest, I don't know if Joey Votto gets in.
No, the other one that's a first year that year, Nelson Cruz, won't get in, part of the PEDs.
No shot.
Yep. Mad Bum, Brantley, Donaldson.
If you put those guys in, that's where I think you have to relook at who you want to put in.
Yep. Bobby Abreu, that'll be his final year on the ballot.
He was a good player, but he wasn't Hall of Fame worthy.
2030, Rizzo, JD Martinez, Blackman, Brandon Crawford, Kiermaier, Lance Lynn, Matt Carpenter.
I don't think Rizzo gets in.
I think Brandon Crawford does.
2031.
I don't think he does either. He
put Brandon Crawford in, you have to put Rizzo in.
Have to.
I don't think. No, you don't.
I don't think Rizzo gets in.
2031 will be unanimous. Clayton Kershaw.
Is that on? Yeah.
He hasn't retired yet.
That is true. But he's probably... It hasn't become official, but yeah, he's pretty much done. Kyle Hendricks, Charlie Morton, and the final year, Jimmy Rollins still not in. So those are like the next 5 years of ballots. But yeah, it's... Yeah, I don't know, Jason. I just... We have pitchers that we watched growing up, right? That we hold in high regard. But then when you put them next to some of the legends before them, it's like, fuck, they were different back then, you know?
But you've also got to look at the times those guys played.
Yep.
They weren't going out and starting 3 times in a week.
No.
Throwing 150 pitches in a start.
Right.
You know? So I think that's the big thing that's screwing pitchers over right now. Is in terms of pitcher usage percentage,
yep,
and overall arm care.
Yeah.
You know, these guys didn't throw as much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I
think Adam Wainwright is a Hall of Famer.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Maybe not first ballot, but I think he is a Hall of Famer.
He definitely
will probably come the closest because I believe. Where is he at?
Do they put all three Cardinals in together?
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So Wainwright has 200 wins, a 3.53 ERA, 2,200 strikeouts. He was a 3-time All-Star, a 2-time Gold Glove winner, and a Silver Slugger.
Yeah.
He home runs.
Yeah, he was a fucking hitting pitcher right there. Like, I mean,
I think he's a Hall of Famer. Not first ballot, but I think he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I agree with what you said, Jason. I think that the usage of pitchers now, how the game is being played, where pitching has seemed to kind of trend, I don't think we're going to see those Nolan Ryan-esque numbers or Roger Clemens-esque numbers or Pedro. We're not going to see those anymore. They're just, hitting is, and I'm not criticizing the hitters of back then because there's some fucking legends, right? But all around, I think the game is just better, hitting-wise, offensively. So you're not going to see that.
Here's another interesting one pitcher-wise, because we talk about longevity, but we also talk about awards.
Right.
Corey Kluber.
He's got a rack of awards.
Didn't have the longest career.
Yep. But
was a 2-time Cy Young winner.
Yep. World Series. He'd been to a couple World Series. He's done it. Wherever he went, he's done it. Right? Like, it's... I don't know. That might be a...
Right now, there is a pitching problem when it comes to the Hall of Fame.
I believe so. The president... being what it was then. I think holding them to the same standard now is a little unfair. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, pitching these nowadays is just different. It is. You're not going to
get it. You want to set that standard, a quantifiable standard.
Mm-hmm.
But it's difficult when the times have changed so drastically.
Right. Right. I mean, you're not going to see. I mean, gosh, how many innings did Nolan Ryan have? Like,
Nolan Ryan threw. I understand that's what Baseball Reference is. I want to go to that page. He threw 5,386 innings.
Right. And let's go to.
He had 807 games he started or played in. 773 he started in.
Right. And I'm just going to go to. I know he's not officially retired, but I'm going to him anyway. Clayton Kershaw.
I think Kershaw gets in. I think he's a first ballot guy.
You want to know how many innings this man has pitched in his entire career? In 18 years of playing.
2,800?
Yeah. Not even 3,000. And you just told me Nolan Ryan just pitched 5,000. So that is...
But here's the other thing with Nolan Ryan.
Every start for him was a complete game.
Wins.
Right.
For Nolan Ryan, damn near in that era, almost every time you started, it was a complete game. There was no bullpen usage.
Right.
Yeah. But 324 wins, a 3.19 ERA, 5,300 innings, 5,700 strikeouts.
Mm-hmm.
Never won a Cy Young.
Nope. Which is insane. Right, and I'm looking at Kershaw, 223 wins over his career. That's it. 223, 2.5 earned run average. His most innings pitched.
ERA is really what does it for Kershaw. I think that's really what pushes him over the edge.
Yeah, he had
and he
one, two, three.
And he had the year he was
MVP
and MVP.
Yep. Yeah, he had 3 years under a 2 earned run average. And he's won multiple world championships. Now the pitching in the postseason could draw ooh, I don't know, because he was very famously not clutch in the postseason. Which these Hall of Fames aren't based on just your regular season performances. This is how you do in the postseason. That might draw people backwards. Draw some retractors.
But you have a sub-3 ERA for your career with how many games and innings he threw.
Right.
He's 100% in first ballot.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But I don't know about Andrew Jones. He was a damn good center fielder, but maybe it's the expectation we all had. And I honestly don't believe he lived up to it. That might be a take, but I just, for what he was supposed to be, and maybe it was the injuries, but no. He definitely doesn't have the numbers to support it. I mean, Beltran has all the numbers in the world to be the Hall of Fame career. He had a great career.
Yeah, but in my opinion, Beltran, those years he was with the Mets, he wasn't even the best player on the Mets.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, look at his career.
It was.
That's why we don't need to go on stats. We need to go off of eye test as well. Like when he was playing for the Mets, he wasn't the top dog, right? And I'm not a fan of the guys who got in. I'll keep it at that. I'm not the biggest fan. There were others that deserved to get in.
I think Andrew Jones deserved it, but I would have liked to have seen Felix Hernandez and Andy Pettitte get in.
Yeah. Those are Felix, okay, yeah, he didn't play for great Seattle Mariner teams. I get it. But he was the reason why I was watching Seattle Mariner games at all, was to watch him do what he did. It's King Felix for a fucking reason. Like, He wasn't just given that for shits and giggles. Like, he was King Felix for a reason. There was an entire King section for him for a reason.
King's Court.
You know, like, in the 2010s was a perennial strikeout pitcher and did it better than a lot of guys did. Just didn't play for a great organization at the time. But I think it's all from us today. We will be back tomorrow for more major.
Hold on.
Oh, hey, what? Hey.
Signing in Major League Baseball today.
We'll get to that. That's tomorrow.
Yes.
That's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. We'll get to that. Jace. See, you not reading is killing this program right now.
I can't read.
You should have drew him pictures.
Yeah.
I,
Color by number type of guy.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll get better, but we'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully, Jason has learned somewhat how to read. We'll be back with some more MLB news, including that big MLB signing that he just talked about. We'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.